CEO of Fastcall, and I'm going to talk for a few minutes about caller ID. So we are looking at Salesforce Classic, and I have version 4.62 of Fastcall installed. It's November 2017. So caller ID and other user settings, so I'm here in the widget under the gear icon. I'm going to reveal our user settings here, and you're going to see we have options for phones, which we talk about in another video, and our options for calling devices, or excuse me, our caller IDs. So here, and the caller IDs are available in a drop down. Now in the caller ID, we do have a mix of verified phones and provisioned phones that are available as caller ID. And you can see in my org, I do have a bunch of different phone numbers. We also have a feature we call Be Local that will match the caller ID, and we sort of set that here, and we call that Let System Choose, because the application is going to pick the caller ID by matching the area code of the phone number. But I'm going to switch back here, and that is my provisioned phone number here. So, and these are managed in the application under Settings, under phone numbers, and you could do this as an admin by looking under phone numbers, and then you can sort for user phone numbers that are assigned to a user or phones that are assigned to a group. You can search, and these are the two types of numbers that we can use as caller ID. So verified numbers are numbers that you own and you're using as caller IDs. This is a mobile phone. This is another hard phone. So these are numbers that you did not provision in Fastcall, but you want to use them as caller ID. One example is which is a fairly common use case. I'm using Fastcall to make outbound calls, but my inbound calls are routed through my existing office phone. And that's a reasonably common use case for the application. Another use case for the application is, I need to be able to make an outbound call, and I'm going to use my mobile phone, but I want to still use my Fastcall number as caller ID, or it could be a mobile phone, and I want to use my office phone, a verified number as caller ID. So in that case, it's click to call outbound and a verified caller ID. So neither of those would actually be a Fastcall phone number. Provision numbers are provisioned in the application and are either assigned to a user or to a group. And in both cases, those numbers are available as caller ID. You set that here under caller ID assignment. So a provision phone number can be assigned as caller ID and is assigned either to a group or to a user. When it's assigned to a user, the number is available to that user. If a number is assigned to a group, any user in that group will see the number in their drop down for caller ID here. So pretty easy. The Be Local feature, which I did mention a few minutes ago, really kind of just works the same way, except it's just automatically matching the caller ID. We do have a separate page and some information on Be Local. I really just kind of wanted to cover basic caller ID here in the application, and it's set by the user in the widget and either by the admin or the user here in settings. I think I may have sort of skipped over the phone numbers. When I'm logged in as a user, I will see phones here as a user setting when I'm logged in as a user, but the user is only going to see phones that are assigned to that particular user. But I'm logged in now as an admin, so I do see my phones down here under my admin settings. Okay, pretty easy, straightforward. If you have any questions, shoot us an email, support@fastcall.com, and hopefully you'll have a chance to try out some ways that you can change caller ID in the Fastcall application.